And welcome everybody to another episode of Wrong Side Simulations, bringing the best content from the wrong side of the airplane, the right seat. And as always, my name is Blake, and I am a real-world flight dispatcher and bringing more context to your flight sim viewing experience. And today we're going to be flying a little Aero Mexico down, actually up to New Orleans, up there in Nola, Louisiana. Gonna go get some beignets and some Abita beer and some crawfish, some gumbo jambalaya, you know. Going Cajun mode on this one. But anyways, just a quick little A to B. If we got time, maybe we turn around and come on back. Don't know if we're gonna have that much time, but we'll give it a shot. As always, first things first, huge shout out to all of the channel members. And that is going to be Steven, Will H, Beanie Baby Gaming, Altitude Living, Keith B, Kieran, Shadow Dark, Captain Johnny Bravo, Owls. I wish my scroller would work. Fish Guns Fitness, Nabil, Tamir Amebia, AC, Andy Ivy, V1 Simulation, Skyfall, Emmett, Nemesis, Jet Centric, FO Pilot Jet, Zippy Zapple, CST Gaming, Fires, Josh Sioux Falls, AJJ, Hillbilly Gypsy, Captain Nate, Mickey D. Mike, Wes Burson, D Champ, Kyle Lewis, Image Seeker, Marco, Callie Simmer, and oh my god, should be Dustin, but this thing, and Dustin, yeah. Huge shout out to all of the channel members. Greatly appreciate the ongoing support for the channel. And now over to the chat. We got Wes in the house. Wes, my man, great to see you, dude. Mr. Suave, your drone skills are fire. Thank you so much for the compliment, and even more so for the $5 dono. Super generous of you. Definitely didn't have to do that, but greatly appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you so much for the support. I try my best. I try to keep them thumbs nice and smooth, you know. Let's see. We better not fly south. How come? And Captain Nate, yo, what's going on, man? Great to see you, dude. Welcome everybody. Happy Saturday to one and all. All right, let's get it. We'll move through this highly detailed cabin. And we'll go through our first flight of the day items. Turn that down, turn sim up. Coming on down the panel. And let's see, we're going to be cruising at 38,000 feet. And then New Orleans touchdown zone elevation, I would imagine, is roughly 0. Oh, yeah, you're right. Because New Orleans is north, not south. Yep, 100%. Oh, wow. Oh wow, you hear him speaking Spanish back there. That's pretty cool. I just heard somebody go, hola. Alright, let's see. Traffic, MPV. Flight director's on. We'll leave captain's side alone. Working our way down. Test all of our lights. Cool. Put in our position. MMUN. Cool, drop that in. And we'll run through our fire tests. set up the radios here in a minute. Down here on this side. Guess that don't work. So we'll do 22.8 and then 21.5.
TCAS test pass.
Glide slope. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear. Terrain. Terrain. Pull up.
Airspeed low. Airspeed low.
I guess technically we could fly for 17 hours and get to MSY by going south. Yeah, I guess it would take about that long, right? Alright, let's see. Let's get our payload and fuel on board. So fuel's going to be 16.7 or 17.7. And then the payloads or fuel weight's going to be 129.9. Cool. We'll start prepping the airplanes. Cancun. Headed to New Orleans. And we are AMX 345. And we should be departing off runway 12 right. Sid is the Ineba 2 Alpha. Then from there, UT 27. Over to OM VIP. UT 45. To Erdov. Lima 214. To Leesville. And then from Leesville, direct Harvey. And then for the arrival. Put on the ILS runway 11. Corey B. Thank you so much for the subscription, my friend. Welcome aboard. Great to see you, dude. And enjoy your time here with us on the in the Wrong Side community. Diddy Liquid. Gavin, what's going on, man? All right, let's see. Runway 11. Got Voodoo, Aldad. Aldad's way out there, and then TBD. We'll do TBD. I would like to get rid of Harvey, go direct TBD from Leesville. we'll be on Beyond ATC. I know Beyond ATC is going to have an issue, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to change the routing and then restart Beyond ATC. Generate. And now refire up Beyond ATC. Alright.
Beyond ATC connected.
So aside from that, let's get rid of Harvey. And then we'll do Leesville direct to whatever TBD is. Mudbug on the approach. So we'll activate that, execute. Climb, we're going to go up to 38,000 feet. Init, zero fuel weight should be 192.2. I had it backwards, 129.9. Reserve fuel is call it 3,000. Cost index 99. Fly it like we stole it. Winds aloft 295 at 13. And then temperature up there is minus 50. From here, we're gonna get our takeoff performance numbers. Cancun, select, 1-2 right. Who knows what Beyond ATC will give us, because obviously it doesn't know real world shit, but in the real world they depart off of 1-2 right and land 1-2 left. Alright, it's going to be TO takeoff with a cell temp at 52 and climb 1, takeoff, flaps 5, trim 4.68, 67, that's fine, and then V speeds 41, 43, 47, 41, 43, 47. 147. Runway heading is 125. And then we'll pin our SID. 1-2 right. Our nav departures. Got us off 1-2 right, but for departures off of RNAV departures 1-2 right. It's not on there. Departures 1-2 right. It wants a non-RNAV departure. No Sug 1 Alpha is probably what we should be on. No Sug 1 Alpha to no Sug. Does that join up with the airway? think so. Yeah, it does. Cool. So redo that. Zippy's Apple, what's going on, my friend? And Marco. Welcome, guys. Happy Saturday to you. Hope y'all are doing well. Change our departure. To right. Execute legs. No sug. Sweet. Alright, we'll get our clearance and then get out of here.
Beyond ATC connected.
Huh. I don't see a clearance. Just ADIS, arrival, approach, tower, ground. No clearance. What do we call tower? It says clearance is 22.1. Which does not exist on the chart. But whatever, we'll call it. Cancun delivery, Aero Mexico 345 request IFR clearance to New Orleans.
Aero Mexico 345, Cancun delivery, expect runway 12 right, NOSUG 1 Alpha departure, NOSUG transition, squawk 2416.
Alright, we'll expect runway 12 right, the NOSUG 1 Alpha, NOSUG transition, squawk 2416, Aero Mexico 345.
Aero Mexico 345, read back correct. Contact ground 121.7 when ready for push or start.
Contact ground 121.7, ready push and start for Aero Mexico 345. Cool. I don't know what the departure frequency is going to be. They didn't tell me. 12 right, no sug. 1 alpha, no sug. Perfect, that's what we planned. Alright, so SID. RNAV departures 12 right. I don't even see an altitude on this thing. SIDs require minimum cloud gradients, blah blah blah. ALS up 1 Charlie, 5.3% to 19,000. There's no fucking climb. Whatever. Let's do 19,000. Alright, 19 is set, and then our local altimeter is 3008. Looks good. D-Champ's in the house. What's up, D-Champ? How's it going, my friend? Let's brighten this shit up. All right, let's get a little departure brief in real quick. Actually, one last thing. 111.1. Alright, so it's going to be a right seat takeoff. Aircraft type is a 737-800 for tail strike avoidance. We have no MELs, no CDLs. We're expecting to depart off runway 12 right. So we'll push back, nose to the northwest, and we'll take more than likely Bravo to Charlie, Charlie 9, 12 right. We've got one hot spot, no runways to cross. Weather's no factor. Good weather right now. Winds 100 at 10, 7 statute miles. Scattered at 1500 with tower and cumulonimbus. So actually we might have some downdrafts or updrafts on the climb out. Broken 2500, temperatures 28, dew point 22, altimeter 3008. So for the most part, weather's not a factor. Terrain is also not a factor. Standard abort procedures, below 80 knots, my decision. Above 80 knots, abort for engine fire, engine fail, level wind shear, anything that makes us feel like the aircraft's unsafe for takeoff. After that, if we pop an engine, we're going to go flying our engine fail procedures, fly runway heading, we'll speed up, clean up, and we'll come back to runway 12 right, since it's the longer runway, if we do need to come back. If we do need to come back, we'll be under max landing weight. All goes as planned, we're going to fly the NOSUG 1 Alpha up to, I'm saying 19,000 feet because they didn't tell us. So as soon as we are off the ground, it'll be an immediate left turn to a heading of 033. It's Uniform November 417. And then we got one altitude constraint at or below 4,000. So actually, I guess it kind of tells us right there, right? So it'll be 4,000. At or below 4,000 UN 406, then on to NOSUG. Let me put in our squawk. Squawk 2416. Alrighty, let's see. Okay. Alright, pre-flight checklist. Interior and exterior inspections complete. Circuit breakers are checked. Nav display switches. Normal and auto. Passenger signs. On. Window heat is on. Engine bleed air switches are on. Pressurization panel is set. Pressurization mode selector is in auto. MCP is set. Oxygen mask checked. Altimeter is 3008. Cross check. Flight nav instruments are checked. Warning left lights set. Speed brakes down. Takeoff warning checked and closed. Install levers are cut off. Stab trim cutout switches are normal. Fire warnings checked. Radios transponder set. Radar off, rudder and aileron trim free and 0. Parking brake is set. Windows closed and locked. Flight temp briefs complete. Departure briefs complete. Logbook QRHs are on board. And fuel, we need 17.7 and we got 17.7 on board. CST, what's up, dude? I did that fix for the PFP and it worked great. No more issues. Awesome. I think they actually just put out a an update. I had an update today, and that's what the fix was for. Let's see. So 1.16.29 came out, fixed the issue. The PFP is still stuck when the exec execution light is on because the configuration file was not successfully upgraded. So, sounds like they fixed it. But we're going to find out if the update actually works once we get airborne. Alright. Cancun ground, Aero Mexico 345. Ready for push and start.
Aero Mexico 345, Cancun ground, pushback approved. Face northwest.
Pushback approved, face northwest. Aero Mexico 345. Alright, let's go continue pushback. How does it do this? Get out of here. And I want to go nose to the left. Parking brake released. Okay. Okay, think. Motor gas, yeah. FO, how's it going, man? Yo, guy, yesterday did my first live stream. Went really well. And it was a great flight. Hell yeah, dude. I'm gonna have to go sub. Let's see. Go to channel. Hey, I see it. Subscribed. Hell yeah, man. Can't wait to watch it. Alright, let's see. Here we go. Shit. Uh-oh. Okay, that works. Thought for a second it wasn't recognizing the device. Fucking great set. Fred, good afternoon to you as well. Can't get enough of the NG with the bore sounds. You know, I almost flew the iFly Max today, which my hardware works better with the PMDG, so that was a contributing factor, but also the Boris audio pack was kind of that deciding factor. I was like, you know what, we're just gonna do the PMDG again. Yeah, I'll absolutely love it. Remember, Blake, fly north. Wilco. Does the PFP work with the Max yet? I don't believe so. I didn't see anything in any of the updates about it, so I don't think it does. I will be extremely excited once that day comes along, though. Alright, good start. Damn, busting all them zone temps. Oops, forgot the anti-collision light. Right. Recall, air conditioning, yeah, that's to be expected. Auto brake RTO. Flaps 5, trim of 4.6. Alright, after start, generators on, ProPeats on, any ice is off, air conditioning panel set, recalls checked, auto brakes RTO, taxi checklist, flaps 5, 5, 5, green light, takeoff speeds 41, 43, 47 thrust, TO 52, stab trim is set at 4.6, and flight controls. Pull up, pull down, pull left. Alright. Flight controls checks complete. Cancun ground. Aero Mexico 345. Request taxi to runway 12 right.
Aero Mexico 345, runway 12 right taxi via Bravo Charlie, Charlie 9er.
Taxi runway 12 right via Bravo Charlie, Charlie 9er. Aero Mexico 345. Alright, let's go. Brake check. Clear on the left. Clear on the right. Alright, let's see. A little departure brief. Fuel on board 17.6, flaps 5. Thrust DTO 52. Departing off of runway 12 right on the NOSA 1 Alpha NOSUG transition up to 4,000 feet. With V2 of 147, runway heading of 125. Thanks for the sub. I'll probably stream next week. I can't tomorrow because I'm flying out of Orlando Executive to go to work, or go work on ground maneuvers. Hell yeah, man. You live in this area? Like, as long as you've been part of the channel, I should know that. If you are. Sexy airplane. I think next airplane I want to fly on the channel is probably gonna be the 777. Haven't flown that in a hot minute. Which reminds me, I need to check and see if I can pay for my Winwing 777 yet. Still can't. Kind of wonder if I should get 2 of those. How does Beyond ATC understand you better with your Mexican accent than normal accent? I probably enunciate my words better with a Mexican accent than I do my country ass natural accent. American over there landing. You know, it's interesting. I haven't seen one single Mexican carrier or any other carrier other than U.S. carriers here in Cancun. We were at the international terminal, so like, you know, to be expected there, sorta. I mean, you still would expect to see some other non-U.S. carriers at the international terminal, but.
Aeromexico 345, contact Cancun Tower 118.6.
Over to 118.6. Aeromexico 345. Alright, before takeoff checklist, runway position. Runway 12 right's confirmed outside and inside. Flaps 5 green light. Nav brakes complete. Takeoff warning. Checked. Auto throttles armed. Engine start switches continuous. Transponder TRA. Flight attendants notified and acknowledged. Oh, that's right. Windermere. I remember you saying that. How is it that we haven't met face to face then? You know?
Approaching 12 right.
Cancun Tower, Aeromexico 345, holding short, runway 12 right, ready for takeoff.
Aeromexico 345, Cancun Tower, wind 100 at 10, runway 12 right, cleared for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 12 right, Aeromexico 345.
No. Aeromexico 345 cleared for takeoff runway 12 right.
Aeromexico 345 clear for takeoff, runway 12 right. El jefe.
On runway 12 right.
Let's go. You're up. $400. Hell now. $1,000. Be now.
Aeromexico 345, contact Cancun departure 123.5.
Departure 123.5. Aeromexico 345.
Aeromexico 345, Cancun departure. Identified, climb to 8,000 feet.
Climb maintain 8,000 feet. Aeromexico 345.
Retard. 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 Retard.
Go solar, please. welcome to the Wrong Side community. Thank you so much for the sub and the support. Greatly appreciate you. Hope you're enjoying the content. Autopilot on, that way I can give you all some wing views. So we'll be going over a lot of water. So it won't be a whole lot to see for a little while. Airsoft Messiah, good afternoon, my friend. Welcome aboard. Am I going to get the 737 MCP? Well, what do you think? Hell yeah. That's not even a question. Josh, good afternoon, my friend. Welcome. Made it just in time. Yes, sir. Oh, man, that's kind of surprising. But I'm sure I'll see you around somewhere one day. Yeah. Yeah, man, we should make it happen. And grab lunch or something one day. I mean, I work down, you know, towards the airport. So there ain't nothing for me to... in fact, I know a pretty good spot over there by Executive that we could grab lunch one day. It's like got numerous food trucks and beer and a bunch of stuff, but they got this one Brazilian food truck. Man, they got this steak with this sauce. I can't remember what it's called, but it is fucking good. Alright, so we'll get the retractables off. Leave that on. 18,000 feet. We'll turn the rest of it off. Man, I really like this airplane with the Boris audio. So good. Airsoft said, "Row titty." Dude, let me text Hillbilly right now. Ghost Solar said, love this, great setup, love the throttle quadrant especially. Well, I appreciate it. I try to have, you know, something a little bit better than the standard commercial setup. Just because, you know, I'm a big nerd like the rest of us, and I've finally made it to a point in my life where I've got a few extra dollars that I can throw at dumb stuff. At least it's dumb to my woman, but it ain't dumb to me. But I appreciate that, my friend. Oh, making you hungry, dude? Yeah, I haven't eaten today at all. That food actually sounds really good. Awesome, thank you. Yeah, I'll kind of move the cameras around quite a bit. My Airbus setup is a little bit more extravagant than the 7.3 setup. So usually I'll try to get everything in camera, and so with that one I'll sit it kind of right above me. You can kind of look straight down. See the MCP, the EFIS, the full throttle setup, the Cdu'S, the radios, the iPad. I got an iPad kind of set up over here like you would if you were actually sitting in a cockpit, along with the tiller and the side stick. Oh yeah, man, absolutely. I work in aviation. I am what's called an operations control manager at my airline. Formerly a flight dispatch manager, and then before that, I was a flight dispatcher. So as an ops control manager and coming from a background of dispatch, flight sim massively helped me get to where I'm at in my career, just because it gives me that extra perspective of, you know, what the crew's doing in the cockpit, the aircraft systems, you know, all that kind of stuff, right? So especially as a dispatcher, there would be a number of times that I would be able to directly resolve problems for the pilots by knowing the Cdu, knowing the layout, knowing the flows, all that kind of stuff. And so if it wasn't for the flight sim, I would not be where I'm at in my career whatsoever. I showed my wife your live stream and told her, see, I'm not the only one. You by far are not the only one. I'm telling you, one day I will have a full cockpit in my house. It'll probably be an Airbus, but I will have a full cockpit in my house. If I was single, I would already have it.
Aeromexico 345, contact Merida Center 125.2.
25.2, Aeromexico 345.
United 2015, contact Cancun approach 124.2.
Do I ever fly the Mad Dog? I do. I love the Mad Dog. Which one, the MD-11 or the 80? 80 family. Merida Center, Aeromexico 345, flight level 16,000, climbing flight level 18,000.
Aeromexico 345, Merida Center, identified, climb to flight level 360.
Climb, maintain flight level 360, Aeromexico 345. 36, 36, 36 cross checks. Oh, we never did the after takeoff. After takeoff checklist, contact. Flaps up, landing gear up and off, packs are auto, engine bleeds are on, pressurization panel is checked, engine start switches are off, and APU is off. We're coming up on 18,000, so we'll get those retractables in, everything else off. Settle in for the haul. It's definitely a bit bumpy. See, the tiller is also a must. Oh yeah, man, I cannot live without my tiller. Mine's the Cat 3 Designs Airbus tiller.
Merida Center identified.
Cool everything but pilot, so this completes the circle. Yeah, exactly. 100%. Yep, definitely is. Waiting for my Cdu and FMC from Winwing to ship. Yeah, so when you ordered yours, what store did you order yours off of on Winwing website? You know, they got the global store, the US store, all that stuff. I have found throughout my history of buying Winwing products that the global, especially like when it's a new product, the global shipping is seems to work the fastest. I need to adjust that here. The 80, yeah. I mean, I fly both of them. But of the two, I do think the MD-80 is my favorite. I do fly that one. It's been a minute since we've streamed it. I'm gonna put that on my list. But yeah, I love flying the MD. Could I always sell the monster truck for a Prius? Then you could have the full cockpit. I could, if I didn't owe so much on my truck. I owe a ton, so more than likely what they would be willing to give me would not be profits in my pockets. I want the MD-11, the TFI, but waiting for a few more updates to visuals and the FADEC before buying. I know they just came out with some pretty big updates recently. And in fact, I just went and downloaded the downloader. At least I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. But yeah, supposedly they just did some pretty big updates. And I know one of them supposedly was including...
American 1302, Merida Center, radar contact.
Am I in the wrong spot? I never struggle this much.
United 1656 Heavy, Merida Center, radar contact. United 1656 Heavy, contact Cancun approach 124.7.
Goodness. That way I can go install update. But yeah, I think one of them had some updates to the FADEC. Maybe the FADEC logic. It's a global store for the cheaper shipping and no customs. Yeah. Now when I got my FMSs and my Cdu'S, I want to say it was like $74 for each pair in shipping. So it still costs a little bit.
United 1919, Merida Center, radar contact. United 1919, contact Cancun approach 124.2.
And so speaking of, like the sim giving you knowledge, my former boss, my flight dispatch boss, was just texting me with an aircraft systems question. It was always cool to have a little knowledge and be able to share it with others. Yeah, they just updated the FADEC actually and sounds. It sounds great now. Oof. Maybe we're gonna have to do a late night stream tonight, as long as I'm not We got a friend's birthday party to go to, so I could be a little too intoxicated by the end of the night, like I was last night. We went out to a Mexican restaurant for the same person's birthday last night, and about 4 Coronas and a margarita in. I was not drunk, ever so slightly buzzed, but you know, alcohol basically just makes me go to bed now because I'm old. But if I have the energy tonight, maybe I have to get a red-eye MD-11 flight in. So honestly, to answer your question, I haven't flown it in a hot minute. So maybe if we can fly it tonight, then it can give you an honest answer to that question, whether or not you should purchase it. Ah, Canada. What part of Canada? I used to date a Canadian. I used to go to Winnipeg every other week for 2 years straight. Sounds fun. It was. It was. And Josh, it was the same one I took you to. Same about the alcohol. Yeah. Yeah, now it just makes me tired. Same with Crystal, my significant other, so instead of coming home and making a little love like most, I think, couples do when they drink, we just go home and go to sleep. Oh, jeez, a fucking Winnipegger. Yeah, Winnipeg, dude, it's the coldest. Granted, I live in Florida right now, and I grew up in Louisiana, so, you know, not very cold, but I experienced negative, what was it? Negative 68 Fahrenheit one night. And on that particular night, they said on the news that it was actually colder in Winnipeg than it was on Mars. That Mars was negative 64 and it was negative 68 in Winnipeg. I'd never felt anything like that. Oh, okay, near Toronto, nice. So you're probably not too far from Captain Canada. Oh, Canada. Nothing but a bunch of water to look at. Colder than Mars sounds about right. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't know he was near Toronto. I think he is. Don't quote me on that, but I think he's in that area. No, maybe he's in like Ottawa. Shit, I don't know. I don't know anymore. For some reason, thought he was from Alberta, like Calgary. Dude, I want to go to Calgary. I want to fly into Calgary. And then I want to go to Banff. I love the mountains. Love the mountains. Ever fly to and from Toronto in the sim? Yeah, for some reason I get bad performance with the Toronto that I have. And so after having flown in there a couple times, that's kind of deterred me. So I've got a 4090 and a 99. Like I've got a pretty good PC, and I get shit frame rates when I fly into there, so that's kind of kept me from flying in the sim. And I've also flown in there quite a bit in person, just to pass through to make it to Atlanta, back whenever I used to date the Winnipegger. Alberta's Canada's Texas, yeah. Like the Calgary Stampede. I've always kind of felt like Calgary was like both the Dallas Fort Worth as well as the Denver of Canada, because it's like they have the Calgary Stampede, right? So it's kind of like Texas, but then also because it sits right in front of the mountains, it reminds me of Denver. Josh, I think he's in Canada. Hey, can't go wrong with that statement. Fly Tampa, I think it is Fly Tampa. Toronto. The wonderful state of Canada. Shit. That shit'll never happen. I've got a 4090.
Frontier Flight 72, Merida Center identified.
I just realized I haven't heard from ATC in a long time.
Frontier Flight 72.
And it's all U.S.
Cancun
carriers.
Approach 122.7.
Interesting. Anyways. 222K screens. Man, that's nice.
Delta 648,
and it's
Merida
good.
Center identified.
Interesting. So I'm also running, I run on a,
Delta 648, contact Cancun
see if I
approach
can show you.
124.7.
Can't reach. I'm on a Samsung Odyssey Arc. It's 55-inch curved monitor, and then I've also got two 32-inch. I think they're 32-inch on the sides, and it's full 4K, 3840 by 2560, I believe, something like that. Now, in perfect world, I would have 3 of these to wrap around. Whoa. But we're talking like minimum $4,000 for the 2 monitors, and that's if they're on sale. Try to get this back where I had it. Had the same issues in Newark. Love the airport, but so bad on performance. Yeah, same. I've had bad performance going into there as well. I mean, and it makes sense too. Like I've got the Dezwecki Newark. I've got
Southwest
MK Studios
795,
LaGuardia,
Merida
and
Center,
AnyBuilds
radar
JFK
contact.
plus whoever makes the downtown scenery that I've got for New York. There's a lot of shit going on. Plus, I'll run live traffic, so it gets pretty gnarly on the frame rates going into there. Probably is. But I can also fly into plenty other major big ass airports with satellite rendered, scenery around, and it'll be fine. So I don't know. Stupid song. That thing is crazy huge. Yeah, so the reason why I love this monitor, and Josh can attest to this, he's flown it, but when you're sitting in the cockpit, the proportions of everything in front of you are pretty like true to life. And you can see a lot of stuff. Like I'll see a lot of things when I'm sitting in front of the monitor that y'all probably won't notice on there, just looking at a much smaller screen. Because like I'll be flying, I'll be streaming, I'll see something, and I'll remember when I go back and like I like to kind of watch my streams sometimes just to kind of make sure the quality that I want is there, and just kind of see how things are with the volumes and all that. And so I'll see, like I'll remember like, okay, I saw this happen, and I'll go back and look at it on the stream, and it's like barely even noticeable, if noticeable at all. That thing's crazy huge. I've seen it. That didn't sound right. Yes, that did not sound right. That's what she said. Using dynamic LOD makes a big difference. Yeah, somebody told me about that, and I have not messed with that. There's something else. I think there's also like a frame rate kind of thingamajig that like basically makes like a dynamic frame rate, I believe. Can't remember. One of my colleagues is big into flight simming, which by the way, he's building that phone, the 7.3 in the sim, building several times. It's so much more challenging than Airbus. Can't land. I wonder if I could share this. Stop sharing this screen and share this. So my good friend Hanier is one of my air traffic control coordinators at work. He is in the process of building himself kind of the Airbus housing for the side stick and tiller, as well as he's going to do a full pedestal. And so, let's see. Oh wait, that's not what I want. Okay. I know it looks goofy in that thing. It's because I usually share my iPad. But anyway, so this is how it started. So obviously this is the where the Airbus side stick will be housed. I sent him the dimensions for the tiller because the tiller is basically a box. So he's still waiting to receive his. So he got crafty and made this little box so that he can do some testing for the sizing of it. And now this is where he's at. Actually, no, he's further along than this. So this is how the side stick would sit. He's overlaying some leather as well. And here's how it is now. Got it painted up. I'm not even sure what that is or what that's for, but so what he's waiting on now is he's got some foam that's coming that's going to sit under the leather. So it'll be like a little squishier to have kind of more the real feel, and he'll have that leather tightened up. So here it is with the setup. Which he still has to put in the tiller.
Southwest 795, Merida Center, expect Victor
all of it, he's
Alpha,
just waiting to get that foam so he can finish it up. And then after that, he'll start working on the center pedestal. So him, like me, has the Flight Sim PM throttle.
1933, Merida Center,
And so
radar
next we'll be
contact.
building the pedestal to put the throttle and his McDo in. And he's got the Winwing FCU and EFIS as well. He also has the same iPad mount that I do. So I've got mine set up a little differently. But it looks really good. That leather just makes it really
Delta
cool.
1933, Merida Center, expect Bomas 1 Alpha, runway 12 right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, auto FPS. That's right. I've heard of that. Didn't work for you. Your tiller's 3D printed from Etsy. Aero Sim Instruments is the store, I think. Goes out of stock so often. He sells many USB plug-in and play. Can get oh really MD 73777. Shit, let me go take a look at this. I might need to buy a little something. $100 Canadian. Yeah, that's really good. Mine was $400 USD. Brandon, how's it going, my friend? You know, it's funny though, because I've never seen a tiller on Etsy. In fact, while we were at the Mexican restaurant last night eating, I was on Etsy looking at flight sim stuff. In fact, I sent Crystal. Crystal was sitting down the table from me. Wing tip fence. I'm gonna show y'all what I sent her. If I can find it. It's super cool, but like super outrageous.
Aeromexico 345, contact Houston, Oceanic 132.65, have a good day.
Over to 132.65 for Aeromexico 345. Houston Oceanic, Aeromexico, flight level 360.
Aircraft calling, say call sign.
Aeromexico 345.
Aeromexico 345. Houston Oceanic, copy.
Why can I not find this thing? Ah, here it is. Check this shit out. It is a chrome wingtip fence. Like, it is a real wingtip fence off of the tip of an Airbus. And you can either get it like how it's already painted, which is a lot cheaper, or you can get it polished in chrome with LED lights on the back. Bro, that would be cool. I have nowhere to put it. But it's pretty neat. Yeah, there you go. There's a wingtip fence. But yeah, I'd like to have one of them. That'd be pretty neat. Alright, let's see if I can find this guy. So it was Aero Sim Instruments. Alright, found a store. So it looks like, at least as of right now, I guess the only products he's got is the tiller handle, and then the landing gear lever, which I think I have this one. I must have bought this from him, I think. That looks identical. And then he's got a 7-3.
Sun Country 575, Houston Oceanic, expect bonus 1 Alpha, runway 12
landing gear
left.
lever. I don't see any. Okay, so here's the base. Looks like somebody else bought it. It must be out. I would assume is why it doesn't. Yeah, sold out. Huh. But nice. Then there's this guy. So I have this. This is what I'm using to work my radios. Back when I bought it, it was a little over $100, I think. He now has it at $313, but it's currently on sale for $250 for one little old radio panel. Like, this thing is not. It is fantastic operationally, especially when, like, you're flying on VATSIM or beyond ATC or something, but it is not worth, like, for that price, I'm pretty sure you can, for $313, for another, like, $75, you can get a real, legit radio control panel, at least for the Airbus, which has a lot more buttons and switches and all that shit. Like, let's see. Scalarchy? Pedestal components. I'm thinking about buying this. Once Winwing comes out with their radio, audio, and transponder panels, I'm thinking about buying this. And then buy 2 of each.
Country 575, contact
sit 'em
American
in.
Center 125.2, see you.
Where's the damn radio at? That's the audio panel. So the audio panel, $329. Radio panel. Look at this shit. Look at this shit. Radio panel, $279 versus $313 for like a 3D printed.
Delta 274, Houston Oceanic. Expect moments 1 Alpha. Runway 12 left.
Yeah, I'm good. I'd get this instead. My only issue with like the Scalarchy stuff, and the reason why I don't pull the trigger on it now. Oh wait, that's just a. Yeah, see, you got these weird hookups. Like the USB is fine, but the backlighting and the whatever the PSU is, and I'm sure that's to like daisy chain all this stuff together inside of the like when you have all the other components. But you can buy like a super legit radio panel for $278 versus $313. That's 3D printed. Get out of here. But one day I will have this. Damn, their prices have gone up though. Shit. The Homeline single trainer was like 16, 17,000, I believe. Now it's at 21,000. That's expensive. Well, that's a 2-seater. They don't even have like the full 2-seater set up. Oh wait, that's Homeline. I think desktop. No.
Delta 274, contact Merida Center 125.2. Have a good one.
This is basically the throttle tech. It's more expensive. Takes a big ass power source. Huh. One day. One day. Oh, okay. Just restocking it. I would be maybe interested if I didn't have my if I didn't have my Cat 3 designs one. I would definitely be interested, but having spent $400 on the tiller and I've got it like permanently mounted to my setup, I'll be sticking with it. But every now and then though, I do think about like getting one of those kind of vertical mounted ones, like 7.3. Be kind of fun. Don't show this to me, bro. I want one. Yes, the hardware. It's so nice. I laugh when these places try to sell used airliner seats with 2 million farts in them. I've had the same thought. Speaking of used airliner seats, we have at my work. We have like pallets of cabin, like passenger seats. They're going to our training department for flight attendants for whatever reason. But I didn't know what they were for, so I sent a picture and message to my senior director, and I was like, "Hey, we got all these passenger seats. What are they here for?" And it's like, "Oh, those weren't supposed to go there. They're supposed to go to the warehouse." Text Jason, who is the senior manager of maintenance control, and let him know. So I sent it to Jason, and I made the joke. I was like, "Hey, if you know, company wants to donate a row of seats to my flight sim room, I wouldn't be against it." And he was like, "Oh, those are for the training department." He's like, "But if I would have known, I could have gotten you a cockpit seat from one of our 319s that we just retired." And I was like, "What the fuck? Like, I didn't know I could ask for that." But could have had. Do y'all know how much an Airbus cockpit seat is? Them bitches like $15,000. I could have got one for free if I'd have just told him, but I didn't know. Now, anytime we retire an airplane, I'm gonna be telling him like, "Yo, can we get me a seat?" But yeah, they have a shit ton of farts. I would definitely clean mine if I got one. Febreze it quite a bit, and then I'd probably add to that fart list. I would want a 757 one. Yeah, I would too. Yep, that's the store. Brings out 5 tillers every week on Wednesday. Ah, okay. So you gotta be ready to jump on it. Had to try like 2 weeks to try and buy one. Everyone wants one from him. Yeah, because it's just, it's a very thin market. CST makes them as well, but he's not in it for the money. So he's not like, making a lot of them and sell them or anything. Probably find your review on there. Yikes, inflation. Yeah. I could be wrong about the price, but I'm pretty sure, because me and Javier, the dude that was making that, building the stuff out of wood, we're always looking at that website, because he's always, like, trying to fight himself on buying one. And I'm pretty sure the single trainer was like 16,000, because I remember thinking like, hey, I could get one of them. I'd still finance, but I could get one. And then like the dual seat was like 25,000. And this is like the home line. This isn't the pro line, but I guess it's gone up. And some of it's like if you get the overhead doesn't have the pro line light switches. So like the landing lights and all that, like, they're just like regular switches. They're not shaped correctly. So you can spend $300 and get the correct shaped lights switches. It's kind of dumb. Use the Logitech radio panel, love it. Also does nav 1-2 transponder QNH. Yep, I've got it as well. Now that I have MobiFlight, and I've learned how to use MobiFlight, I could probably set it up for like transponder and nav radios, which I should probably do that. That'd be pretty cool. I could like sit it, so this whole area in front of my throttle is like, there's nothing here. I could mount it there and then just get another get a USB extension cable and plug it in. Printed 737 fuel cutout switch. Oh yeah, I've seen those. Those are I thought about getting those. They were kind of pricey, and then I ended up just getting this whole
Delta 1811,
this whole
Houston
thing
Oceanic. Copy.
that I got now. One-eyes tiller is great, and I think it costs like 109 USD. Yeah, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Yeah, but they're your own farts at least. Yeah. Yep, 100%. But I think if I ever do have like the full setup, I will spend the money on getting Airbus seats, but I won't go like
United 256,
with the
Houston
real
Oceanic.
ones.
Copy.
You can get replica ones for like anywhere between $3,000 and $5,000 that are also motorized and move and sit on a track. Have you seen the VR Insight overhead? I paid a lot for that from Korea, but it's way cheaper than any other overhead. With this bat, I can use it pretty much anything. No. VR Insight overhead. Huh. Wait for it to load. It's not wanting to load.
American 345 Heavy, Houston Oceanic radar contact.
Well, this might be the Pro. 3,570. It looks like euros. It looks legit as fuck. Is this what you have? And if so, do you have yours mounted or is it sitting on a stand? I see, I'm on your channel now. Let's see. I don't see. Well, it's probably in one of your videos, right? Ah, I see it. Yep. Okay, I see how you got it mounted. Damn, you got 4 monitors. That's pretty legit. Definitely wouldn't mind having something like that. Also subscribe to you, by the way.
United 2105, Houston Oceanic radar contact.
Damn. Yeah, that's not bad. My issue
American 1968, Houston
with overhead,
Oceanic radar
as far as
contact.
trying to mount an overhead, is my my monitor is so fucking big, so tall, that getting it over the monitor would be quite problematic.
United 2105, contact Houston Center
I'm sure eventually
134.9.
somehow I can make it work. There's an Airbus one too. Oh, don't tell me that. Except there's better, more switches, of course. Mine's the Pro. I think their price may have gone up.
American 345 Heavy, contact Houston Center 134.9er.
There's this. I don't know if this is the right shop or not, but 990 euros. Overhead Pro. Not sure what the one that was still on the YouTube channel we were just looking at. It looked to be quite a bit higher quality, but this is not bad by any means. $1,000, really can't beat it too much. And I would rather have a 7.3 overhead than a Airbus overhead, just because you're going to interact with the 7.3 a lot more.
Alaska 354, Houston Oceanic, radar contact.
That's the PDF. An articulating monitor arm. Damn, that's actually pretty smart. Have you ever thought about swapping out, if it's even possible, taking that monitor off and then putting the overhead up there? I don't know, it may not even be. It looks like it, with how these next level racing chairs are, because I saw you got one as well. You sit so far back that like you'd have to, like, you know, really reaching up. Bought direct from him. Gotcha. Use it for both. All right. Let's get ready for arrival. Our top of drop is a little over 80 miles out. We'll go auto brake level. We'll go level 3. We're a little heavy. Frequency is 109.9. This is 106. And I am going to pull up the Cat 2, Cat 3 just in case. Their TAF was a bit crazy looking. It was forecasting 0 visibility like earlier in the day. The time we're getting there, it was VFR, but there was only like one VFR line in the entire TAF. Everything else was low IFR.
United 2376, Houston Oceanic, radar contact.
Just in case, we'll set this up to, let's see, elevation is 4 feet, and then $88.56. Cool, so we need to use the HUD. It is set up and ready. Alright, let's talk about it real quick. Got nostril hair. It's tickling. Alright, so we are not coming in on a star. So going straight over to the approach. Planning the ILS runway 11, charts 11-2. It's effective 30th of August 2024. Frequency is 109.9. Final approach course of 106. We'll intercept the glass slip at Mudbug at 2,000 feet. Our decision height is 200 feet. Gives us a decision altitude of 204. Touchdown zone elevation is 4 feet. Minimum safe altitude around the reserve VOR The direction we're coming from is 3,100 feet. If we go miss, we'll climb to 800 and climb in right turn to 2,000 on a heading of 130 degrees and inbound on the Leesville VOR radio 354 to safes, intercept DME 38.5 off Leesville and Hull. That is kind of far. Transition levels 18,000 feet. Glide slope is a non-standard 2.8 degree glide slope. Minimums for this approach 200 feet and half mile. Current weather in New Orleans, winds 190 at 14, gusting 22, 10 statute miles, few at 2,500, scattered at 4,000, scattered at 6,000. Temperature 29, dew point 19, altimeter 3006. For runway 11, we have high intensity runway lights, center line lights, approach lights, touchdown zone lights. Pathway on the right, which has a correlates with the glide slope of 2.8 degrees. Runways grooved, RVR's reporting. We got 8,856 feet of runway from the glide slope. It's 150 feet wide. Once we land, it's going to be a left-hand turnoff and a very short taxi into the north terminal. The south terminal is no longer in use. We do have one hot spot to worry about. We should more than likely pass that. I'm sure we'll get off at either Golf 8 or at Sierra. We also have a hot spot at, well, we really got a hot spot at any of them. We got hot spot 3 at Golf 6, hot spot 1 at Golf 8, and hot spot 2 at Sierra. Weather's not a factor, terrain's not a factor. Right seat landing, it's going to be flaps 30, auto brake level 3, and full reverse thrust.
American 1968, contact Houston Center 134.9er.
I did, it's too far to reach. Yeah. Yeah, that is the only thing with these damn chairs, man. It's very far to reach. You probably have to like fabricate or buy some sort of some sort of mount that can bring it out to you. Could have had the puppy cam going this entire time. You got Macy over here laying on to the side. For too long, we should start seeing the Louisiana Delta. I'm ready for chase plane to come out. We need some chase plane. Trying to figure out how to get rid of these damn grid lines. There we go. So what we'll be doing, we're going to skip Harvey. We're going to go straight out to, from Leesville down to TBD. Let's see if we can figure out where the hell that's at. Alright, here you go. Oh, Thibodeau. That's what TBD is. THIBODAUX. A lot of folks think it's pronounced Thibodeaux, but it's Thibodeau. You know, you got that Cajun Creole down there inside Louisiana. So we're gonna go Leesville, direct Thibodeau, and then we'll join up with the approach from Thibodeau. If I can make it do that.
United 8117, contact Houston Center, 134.9er.
And then from there, direct TURTL, Mudbug. I should be eating some mud bugs next week. I ordered a seafood boiler last night from Walmart. There it is. And I'm gonna have some imported from Louisiana.
Aeromexico 345, Houston Oceanic, amendment to your route advised, ready to copy.
Fucking duck. Ready to copy, Aeromexico 345.
Aeromexico 345, expect radar vectors, runway 20.
Oh shit. Motherfucker. Expect radar vectors runway 20 for Aeromexico 345. Alright, let's see.
Southwest 3168, Houston Oceanic, copy.
Let's go heading. And then arrivals. Probably gonna be an RNAV. RNAV Yankee. RNAV Zulu. Which one's got better minimums? We'll do Zulu. RNAV Zulu 20. Snaky. Execute that. Alright. Let's brief this one up. Alright, route change. As y'all heard, radar vectors, runway 20, so we're going to back that up with the RNAV Zulu runway 20. Chart is 12-21, effective 30th of August 2024. It's an RNAV. Approach course is 197. Intercept the glide path at 2,000 feet.
Houston Oceanic.
Decision altitude is 363, gives us a decision height of 364.
Aeromexico 345, fly present heading, descend and maintain flight level 270. Armstrong, New Orleans landing runway 20.
Fly present heading, descend, maintain 27,000 feet, and New Orleans is landing runway 20. Aeromexico 345. Let's see how I want to do this. Let's just go vertical speed. So here, this is kind of funny. Touchdown zone elevation is -1 foot. That's why you got a decision altitude of 363 with a decision height of 364. Usually your decision height is lower than the barrow, but not in this case.
Alaska 354.
Minimum safe altitude around runway 20 is 3,100 feet. If we go miss, we'll climb to 2,000 on track 197 to poly and track 109 to safes and hold. Transition levels 180, 30-degree glide slope, 364 on decision height, and 3/4 mile on the viz. For runway 20, high intensity runway lights, center lights, approach lights, PAPI on the left, 3-degree glide path on the PAPI, runways grooved, RVR's reporting, 150 feet wide. Total runway length is 7,002 feet. It's going to be a right-hand turnoff. And we'll probably be jumping off around Whiskey down there. Once we do, I'm going to turn northbound and cross 29 at Sierra. We got hotspot 2. Weather's not a factor, terrain's not a factor. Be flaps 30, auto brake level 3, 4 reverse thrust. Coño! What's going on, man? I was showing everybody your side stick housing. I don't know what you would call that thing, but I was showing everybody your the work you've been doing. Aftermarket Louisiana Airport? What do you mean? I do have, oh, you mean like a payware airport? I can't remember who makes New Orleans Airport, but I do have a third party. We got more snow in the last 12 hours than we've gotten this whole season, about 5.5 inches. Oh, I don't doubt it, man. I had to send out a briefing to the company on Winter Storm Garnet, a little OCC advisory. Yeah, payware. I don't remember who makes it, but we can find out. Microsoft Flight Sim, KMSY. Latin VFR. Latin VFR, New Orleans. Shit, I need to get my dog her medicine. Give me 1 sec, guys. Let me go give her her meds.
Mexico, 345. Turn left, heading 310. Descend and maintain 2000. Altimeter, 3006. Vectors for the approach. Expect further clearance in about 5 miles.
Left turn heading 310. Descend maintain 2000. Altimeter 3006, and we'll expect further clearance in 55 miles. Aero Mexico, 345. We're supposed to get 10 plus centimeters here starting in a couple hours. Yeah, it's going to pass through y'all's area too. Obviously you know that, but I remember that from, let's see. Let's take a look at our current we contract a weather company to make these for us.
Aero Mexico 345, contact New Orleans approach 125.5.
New Orleans approach on 25.5, Aero Mexico 345.
Go. Armstrong, New Orleans Airport information echo. 1858 Zulu. Wind 190 at 14, gusts 22. Visibility 10. Few clouds at 2,500. Scatter at 4,000. Scatter at 6,000. Temperature 29er. 2.19er. Altimeter 3006. VFR conditions.
Boston's going to
Landing
get
and
8
departing
inches of
runway
snow.
20. Bird activity in vicinity of
LaGuardia is
airport.
going to get 1/16 to 1/10 of an
You
inch
have
of
information
ice.
echo.
Echo. New Orleans approach. Aero Mexico 345, descending flight level 220 to 2,000 feet with information echo.
Aero Mexico 345, New Orleans approach. Good day. Altimeter 3006, expect the visual approach runway 20.
Altimeter 3006 will expect runway 20 for Aero Mexico 345. I don't like this heading. Kinda needed to come around from the, like they're gonna fly us damn near past the airport. Okay, so we need to come in from the east. They're gonna fly us past it. Oh well, it's not a big deal. We'll join up at Rayop. .3006 set. So winter has been wimpy the last few years. When I was a kid, fire hydrants, metal flags sticking up like 8 to 10 feet above, so snow plows didn't hit them when they were buried in the snow. It's unnecessary now. Wow. Yeah, it does make it sound a little wimpier. I think I know what they're doing. They're still like tracking me along how I'm filed. So if you look here, we're still headed towards Thibodeau. And I guess what they'll do is bring us on the downwind in a right-hand pattern. So let's draw this out. So we'll do Rayop. Well, Snakey's too far out, so yeah, it's gonna be Rayop, Jaspo. That's about where we're gonna have to, where we'll be flying.
Air Mexico 345, turn left, heading 280.
Left turn heading 280 for Air Mexico 385. 345. What the fuck? Just to bleed off altitude? When I was a kid, we walked uphill to school both ways with a negative 50-degree Fahrenheit wind chill and blizzarding from Thanksgiving to Easter nonstop. Ugh, that's terrible.
Aeromexico 345. Turn right, heading 040. Descend and maintain 1,000 feet. Expect further clearance in about 49er miles.
Right turn heading 040, descend maintain 1,000 feet, expect further clearance 49 miles, Aeromexico 345. Yeah, we ain't doing that. Ain't going down to fucking 1,000. Alright, let's get those landing lights on.
Aeromexico 345, turn right, heading 045.
045, Aeromexico 345. Yeah, she's taking me to Rayot. That's what she's doing. I'm currently in line of 7 planes heading to Dallas from Houston with Beyond ATC. Hey, there you go. Get you a little bit of immersion. My auto thrust is acting goofy. There it goes. I know I sound like my dad on broken glass. Pretty much. Then played in the dirt and gravel, 110 degrees. Oh. Yeah. I think all of our raising was quite a bit different than what kids have these days.
Southwest 377, New Orleans approach. Good day. Altimeter 3006. Expect the visual approach runway 20. Southwest 377, descend and maintain 1,200 feet. Altimeter 3004. All aircraft be advised. Information Foxtrot now current. Altimeter 3004.
3004. Cross checks. So we're going to disobey some of her little commands. I don't really like this acute angle turn. So once the airport is within 10 miles, we're going to fly heading at 016, which is the opposite runway heading. That'll put us on a parallel downwind, and then we'll go direct RAYOP for the RNAV. The first time I flew in an airplane, it was my neighbor's. He was a crop dusting pilot. We lived 2 miles away and had a couple toys. It was a 172. Wow, that's crazy. That's awesome. Alright, there's the airport, right off of our 3 to 4 o'clock. Cruising over Lake Pontchartrain. So pretty often, like at least once, sometimes twice a year, Crystal and I will fly to Baton Rouge to go watch LSU football game or baseball game. And so I have to
Aeromexico
drive down this
345,
road.
turn right, heading 055.
Right turn heading 055, Aeromexico 345. We'll take that road all the way around Lake Pontchartrain to go to Baton Rouge. Go watch the games. Ain't making no right turn until I'm about parallel to RAYOP. So temperature's 24 degrees outside, so it's not icing conditions.
Southwest 377. Descend, maintain 3,900 feet.
Alright, we can go direct nav on the approach. Fix runway 20. Do 5 miles.
Aeromexico 345, turn right, heading 130.
Right turn heading 130 for Aeromexico 345. Nope. She's trying to send me to Jaspo. Alright, we'll go flaps 2. And flaps 5.
Aeromexico 345, turn right, heading 170.
Right turn heading 170, Aeromexico 345.
Aeromexico 345, airport is at your 2 o'clock 15 miles. Report the field in sight.
Field in sight, Aeromexico 345.
Aeromexico 345, verify you have the field in sight.
Field in sight for Aeromexico 345.
Aeromexico 345, cleared visual approach runway 20.
Clear visual approach runway 20, Aeromexico 345. Alright, we'll go flaps 10.
Aeromexico 345, contact New Orleans Tower 119.5.
19.5, Aeromexico 345. New Orleans Tower, Aeromexico 345, visual approach runway 20.
Aeromexico 345, New Orleans Tower, wind 210 at 13, runway 20, cleared to land.
Clear land, runway 20, Aeromexico 345. Damn dog, shut up. Alright, 8 miles out. Speed management's pretty good right now. Kind of like where we're at. It's going to kind of idle it down. Approach altitude set. Alright, 6 miles, let's go gear down. Arm spoilers. I'm not going to do it with the physical lever because it kind of messes up the spoilers when going into reverse thrust. Flaps 15. Speed set. Wind check for Aeromexico 345.
Wind 210 at 13.
Flaps 25. Add a little bit to that VREF or that VAP for the winds. Flaps 30, landing checklist. Landing gear down. Flaps 30, 30 green lights. Landing data VREF 145 plus 5, or actually plus 8. So it's 153. Approach brakes complete. Oh wait, I'm on the wrong thing. Land check with landing gear down. Flaps 30, 30 green. Speed brake armed. Is it armed? Why is it not on it? There it goes. And start switches continuous.
Approaching 20.
Southwest 377 New Orleans Tower. Continue.
At a left quartering crosswind at 17 knots.
200. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
Only one reverser deployed.
3,000 feet remaining.
Wow, that's fucked.
2,000 remaining.
Aero Mexico 345, exit right at Whiskey.
1,000 remaining.
Exit right at Whiskey, Air Mexico 345. That was super fucked. So I had the right reverser deployed.
Southwest 377, wind 210 at 13, runway 20, cleared to land.
Left reverser, the left...
Aero Mexico 345, contact ground 121.9er.
21.9 for Air Mexico 345. Rollins ground. Aero Mexico 345. Request taxi to gate Charlie 5.
Aero Mexico 345, welcome to Armstrong, New Orleans, gate Charlie 5 taxi via Sierra Echo Foxtrot. Hold short runway 11.
Gate Charlie Foxtrot taxi via Sierra Echo Foxtrot. Hold short runway 11 for Aero Mexico 345. So we had, the right reverser deployed, the left
Southwest
thrust,
1317, New Orleans ground,
the throttle
approved.
never went idle.
East.
So I have this airplane set up where I have high idle in flare off, which would allow me to use auto thrust down to the ground. It'll go idle at 30 feet, but it never went idle. So the left engine was still trying to provide thrust to maintain 153 knots while the right engine was in reverse. That's dangerous. Alright, so let's see. Let's watch Southwest land first. Bam! That looked like death. Alright, boom boom. Say Sierra Echo Fox. The hell is Foxtrot? We're on Sierra. Yeah, I don't see it.
Southwest 370.
Leave the lights on till we cross. Well, Solar, appreciate that, man.
Runways.
It was one of the more dangerous approaches or dangerous landings that conducted. I can't believe there wasn't more of an issue with that, with left engine trying to push, right engine trying to pull. You think it'd be a lot of asymmetricalness going on there. But my man Cabana's in the house. How you doing, brother? Happy afternoon. How's Delta Airlines treating you? Life still good? All right, we're clear. Jim, I appreciate it, man. Thank you. I say let's go shoot one more. Let's do it one more again. Um, 20, 30, 32. We're gonna fly this bitch like we stole it. 145. Heading's 196. All right. Let's try this again.
Approaching 20. On runway 20. 5,700 feet remaining.
I think we're just going to hand fly most of this. So we got the skills to do it. Been all good. Good. Let's see, is that FS the crew or RAS? It is the VRAS. FMS is stuck. That's weird. Not sure why. Captain's side isn't. We'll go down to Jaspo. 2,000. Arm the approach. We're doing some pattern work. Well, we had like a little issue when we landed where the right thrust reverser came out, the left thrust never stopped putting out. It was still trying to maintain 145 knots. So we're just going to go redeem ourselves real quick. Ignore that. It's going to be an off-schedule descent.
$2,500.
Right quartering crosswind.
Approaching 20.
500. Flight slope. 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 Flight slope.
That's more like it.
3,000 feet remaining. Approaching 29.
That's that glide slope we were hearing. That was for runway 11. We got the ILS for 11 picked up. Let's do one more little dick offness. Just dicking off. This is gonna be a true flight like we stole it.
On taxiway. On taxiway.
Yep. Yeah, I know.
80 knots. Positive right. Bank angle. Bank angle. Bank angle. Bank angle.
Caution, taxiway. Caution, taxiway.
Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Don't sink. Too low.
Aero Mexico's showing you how the cartels fly it.
Terrain. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Terrain. Too low. Sink. Terrain. Don't sink. Too low. Terrain. Bank angle.
I need my head tracker turned on. Look at that.
Sink. Too low. Terrain. 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 Too low. Terrain.
We're ballooning because I dropped those flaps.
Too low. Terrain.
Now that's how the cartel flies it.
4,000 remaining.
And we got all that on replay too. So that would be fun to watch.
3,000 remaining.
Gave our passengers a little bit more for their money. Solar said nice again. I appreciate it, man. I felt a lot better about that second and the third one than I did the first one. Brake set, shutting down number 2. All right. Welcome to New Orleans, guys. We have made it. Just in time for this El Super Bolo. As long as you do it better than that United Navy landing I had to endure in Denver, right? Replay sounds like a special edition trailer. Heck yeah, dude. Could y'all imagine what passengers would do if airplane did that in real life? Come on, cable. Whoa. Was that the bathroom? I've been in this bathroom. Hey, look at this. We got a modeled bathroom. I've been in here before. Where we at? Yeah. These sea gates are spirit gates. So I have been... I do think the bathroom's a little bit further down, though. I don't think there's one right here. But it's cool, though, because like, you can see outside while you're taking a piss. I don't think I've ever really looked around much in here. Let's go get some beignets. I know exactly where Cafe Du Monde is. Bum ba bum ba bum 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 bum. Do 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 do. PJs? That's real. I don't remember Love Shack. Yeah, like, how have I never like really looked around in here? This is correct. Oh wow, they've even got the band. So you do have to come all the way to the top to check in. When you come down to the bottom, they do have bands down here playing jazz music and Cajun music. That's pretty cool. How have I never looked around in here? It's crazy. They have one of the worst TSA lines in like the entire national airspace. Takes forever, even with pre-check. Lines are hella long. Huh, I cannot believe I've never looked around in here. Take a shit. Alright, let's see. So we did not record the first landing, but we did record the second one. Alright, we'll get everything closed up. I don't know why all of a sudden this ain't working no more. Let's go doors. Alright, let's see how the replay looks. Before we do that, let's... Oh, now they got ATC, of course. So when we landed, well, it's got all 3 of our landings. So I think this is the first one. -42, -56. Holy shit. -127. I'll take them all. You can see where we took off the taxiway. That's funny. Alright, let's replay it. Maybe. There we go. I would tip the pilots for that show. Yeah, I guess if you didn't know it was coming though, you'd be scared shitless.
Flaps. Flaps approaching 20. Flaps.
Like all these vehicles falling off the bridge over here. Oh yeah, I'll take it. And we'll get the takeoff. On taxiway, on taxiway. That was badass. I'm not gonna lie, that looked cool. That shit look cool. Why ain't it showing the gear down?
Don't sink. Don't sink.
There we go. Now the gear's down. Alright, guys. I'm gonna leave y'all with the replay of takeoff, swinging back down and around on the landing. This was a lot of fun. As always, it's always a great pleasure to hang out with you guys, stream for you guys, and have great conversations. Not sure we're going to go live again, but if I could choose, it's going to be late tonight in the MD-11. Check out the latest update from TFDI and see what that's all about. But guys, as always, greatly appreciate y'all. Thanks to all of the new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. Very happy to have y'all. And also, huge shout out to I believe it was Rico Suave for the $5 dono at the beginning of the stream. Mr. Suave, greatly appreciate the support. Hope y'all guys have a great remainder of your Saturday, and until I see y'all again, as always, be good at it. Keep it on the wrong side, and I will catch y'all on the next one. I am Wrong Side. We'll see ya.